that goes to your site as your map shows.
Yeah.
How are you going to get all of this in and out, together with those of us trying to go to Sainsbury's?
On the bus, you have to mention the bus,
We will,
pedestrians and stuff.
if I may, we will come on to a section on transport, and I'll hand over to Marcus from SLR, who is our specialist transport consulting. Presentation events over the course of the 4 years. I think it's the second time we're presenting at this development forum. It's what we know and have understood from those engagements, what the key issues are, and hence what we'd like to cover within the time is the points that we see on the screen there. So,
questions.
Within the
Then they
park.
should have kept it separate. Ballymore should do theirs, and they should do
If
theirs. But it
it's
is
separate,
separate.
we're here to listen to their presentation.
Can we not be
about their
arguing
park.
about this? Can we let the man finish his presentation?
Well, we're just
and
saying
then we
because
can
our
argue
kids are
about
having
it?
to move out the area because there ain't enough houses for them. Her daughter's just had to move out the area. She's born here, gone to work here, got to school here, and you would have built new houses for people to move in.
We can come
But
to
who
that.
are the
We need-
people is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
To say, so
You
that
need
we
more
can
for our
debate
kids.
We can't
So
hear
really,
what you're
based on the
saying
presentation,
outside.
I'm going to have a disciplined discussion.
thank you.
Can you hear me at the back? I'm trying to project. So I'm Fred Pilbrow, architect for the project. And the design for the St William site is a garden square. And we frame that square with mansion block buildings with one taller building on the east of the site. It will, as Henry explained, deliver 210 affordable homes, and that's 35% of the habitable rooms across the development, so it's compliant with policy objectives for affordable. If you look at RBKC's quality review panel, they're looking at design quality, and those discussions have helped to shape a scheme which is compliant with the objectives set in the canal side opportunity area. We've reduced the heights of the building, so we were at ground plus 31. We're now at ground plus 29 for the tall building, and that's compliant with the guidance. And on the canal side, we're typically ground plus 10, and we've reduced the building on the west from ground plus 15 to ground plus 13. That's a building of about 45 metres. That's about the height of the old gasometer, and it's significantly lower than the height guidance that's provided in the canal side opportunity area. In April 2024, the taller building was ground plus 31, and that exceeded by 2 stories the guidance on height. And officers asked us to reduce the scale of the building, and we've done what was asked. It will be very sustainable in operation. This is the view from the Anglican Chapel, and you can see the mansion block buildings along the canal. The tall building marks a new route across the opportunity area. So today it's very difficult to access the canal from the west of the site. We're making a new route that will come to the canal towpath, and the tall building marks the position of that. 1,000 square metres of high quality landscape we've got within the scheme. And then if I walk you down towards the east, you can see we have a little pulse of activity where that route comes to the canal side, a little cafe, and a future connection for a potential bridge across the canal, so that we're making facilities that link it to the other side of the canal. The bridge, by the way, is called for in the opportunity area planning framework, and we're providing facilities for that bridge to be delivered. We'd like to deliver it. It's obviously not in big space, fully public, fully accessible, fully green, the larger space across the opportunity area.
I understand your commitment to community, which is laudable, but I just noticed a little pop-up message there, which seemed to be referring to this as a city. Is that what you gentlemen had in mind, creating a city behind
I think it's 2 hours in mid-season, and it's about 4 hours in the summer months. It's much brighter. We're delivering 2,500 square metres of play space. Where's the bridge we then land on the cemetery side?
There's a cemetery there.
Yes.
Yeah, and those people who are buried there have families.
30 grand
They
we pay for a
visit
plot.
quietly, their families from the cemetery, they don't want the cemetery to become some kind of a public pedestrian.
It's probably worth just clarifying that isn't currently forming part of our plan.
That is for the future part of your plan, though, otherwise it wouldn't be there.
Just something we're delivering. What we are doing is safeguarding the land if someone wants to bring the bridge forward in the future. We're not proposing the bridge, we're allowing land on our site to be used for a bridge landing. That's it. We're
I
not
understand that, but
proposing a bridge.
who stipulated that? Someone did. Who did?
Development by staff.
Yeah, do a little bit more.
We're not delivering
I
the
think
bridge.
Ballymore is the answer to that
We
question.
can't deliver the bridge because we don't own
I'd
the
like to
land
hear
in the
them say it.
cemetery. It would have to be, you'd have to
Amanda,
get
could you
consent
share the
from the
meeting?
cemetery.
Can I
to
call
allow
order,
that.
please?
No.
I'm going to invite the presentation to continue. Please hang on to your questions and we will definitely take them during the Q&A.
I'm just going to confiscate we're delivering includes biodiversity net gain. We're planting 100 new trees. We've got a site today, which as you saw from Emma's aerial photograph, is quite sterile, and we're going to breathe.
Well, so if I'm going too fast, tell me to slow down. But just in case I go too fast, tell me to slow down.
I'll translate.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to talk for about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm probably not going to take any of your questions, but we'll come back to the Q&As at the end, okay? So I don't mean to be rude, I'm just going to try and get to the end of this presentation. And my colleague Annika is going to come in as well. So on transport, just on any scheme we look at, the key incentive, what we're trying to do is have a London Plan compliance scheme, which is 10% blue badge parking only. So it's very much trying to encourage people to walk and cycle and use public transport. That's on most schemes across London, but particularly here. So we'll get on to some of the questions about buses, but that's what we're doing. So this is the objective. As part of the wider opportunity area, there will be facilities that come forward that will encourage why they're travelling and how they travel. It's the sort of foundation of any scheme we do across London and the South East. And where they will travel to in the future, because it's not just about today, we're talking 10, 20, 30 years in the future. So there's a picture of HST up there as well. So we've done, along with Ballymore and Sainsbury's, they've done these same routes. We visited how you would walk and cycle to primary schools, secondary schools, GPs, shops, and other points of interest on this. I'm sure you're all aware can see it. And this is all online, by the way, so you don't have to take photos.
Sorry, can I go back? What is that new route there?
On the right hand side, sorry.
And the blue, what is that blue?
So that's the future, but it's an existing route to future potential HST station. About 3.5% drive, and most of it's walking, cycling, and public transport.
And you keep going. So the pink lines shown on the Ballymore master plan is their two-way road layout, which runs through the site until you get to the Sainsbury's car park at the southwestern end of the site. So, yes.